Так, добрый вечер, дорогие друзья. У нас сейчас будет прямой эфир с фитнес-тренером мирового масштаба, не побоюсь этого слова, но он сейчас на данный момент не занимается фитнесской тренерской деятельностью. Сейчас он менеджер крупной автомобильной компании. Так, сейчас. Эфир будет очень интересный. Задавайте вопросы. Кое-какие я уже выписала, буду подглядывать вопросник. Эфир будет на английском языке, потому что у нас много англоговорящей аудитории. Много аудитории, которая не англоговорящая, которая просит переводить наши эфиры. Что мы будем делать? В будущем мы планируем делать субтитры. Вы можете присоединяться к эфиру, можете задавать вопросы в онлайн-формате на любых наших ресурсах. У меня все источники сейчас открыты, включая платформы ВК, Одноклассники, Телеграм и так далее. Так, вот, Джей у нас уже в студии. Hello, Jay, please connect to us. No, it's not you, Jay. It's some another listeners. Oh, yes. Hello, Jay.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? I'm fine.
Good.
Okay, we can start.
Sure,
Oh,
absolutely.
my microphone again. I forgot about my microphone. Okay, that's okay. I hope our listeners listen us better
You like my new glasses?
than previous time. Previous time, it's their connection was not good, to say the least. So right now, I want to introduce you again. Today with us is Jade Say, former fitness trainer, and now a successful assistant sales manager on of some famous company.
No. It's a dealership. Car dealership.
So what?
But that's okay.
Yes, today our broadcast we want to dedicate to water balance is a very essential topic and significant an aspect of healthy food, lifestyle. So the first question for you, I know you are busy, you are busiest man in the world. So our time, it's we have 20 or 30 minutes, like I know, right?
Hopefully
So 30 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I want definitely to ask you, how did you convince your former clients to drink water? If a person, for example, cannot drink a lot of clean water, and I want to admit that I can force myself to drink water in the right proper amount, and I can't drink water at all, or rather I drink water if I've, for example, overeaten salty food or in the summer heat, but not regularly on the days. So what advice can you give me in this aspect? And I'm drinking water right now.
Well, everybody that like you're drinking good water.
Yeah.
So when I say when you're drinking water, good. I also got mine, but this one's a little bit bigger.
Oh wow! So
Ideally, something like that I just showed, this big one, is for like people that maybe do exercises 3 to 4 times a week, which is, really recommended, because when you're an athlete and you go to the gym or you're doing some activities often, you do need more water consumption. For something in a situation where you're very busy at work and you don't remember to drink water, or you're thinking like, there's too much things going on. I know you told me that you drink tea. So
yes, green tea, yeah.
So is your green tea cup about this size?
A little bit more sizable. Yes, this is average, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if you're drinking about this size, maybe 8 to 10 cups a day?
No, 8.
Are you drinking about 8 to 10 cups a day?
5, 6 cups a day.
Okay, so you're probably a little bit under the required amount, because I do know that you also exercise as well. So I think because of your busy work schedule as well as your activities for exercise, I think you are lagging with the water consumption. I think if you're drinking maybe 15 cups of these a day, then I would really say that you're up to the minimum part regarding water consumption.
Thank
Now,
you.
I know you say it's hard for you to drink water in the bottles and that, but you do like tea, right?
Do that, yes. I compelled to force myself to drink at least 500 milliliter of water. It's very hard for me.
Why is it hard?
I don't know, actually. I'm a doctor, and as a doctor, I know that it's that lack of water in the body can provoke not only general dehydration, but also the risk of developing thrombosis and hypercoagulation of the blood. This is very dangerous for organism, but I can't cope with it, actually.
Okay. So I think the biggest indicator if you're lagging water consumption is going to be a few things regarding your body symptoms. One is a dry mouth. If you have a dry mouth, that means you're definitely
if I
not
overeat
drinking water.
some salty foods, yes, I have a dry mouth.
And
Mucus.
if you're experiencing headaches, if you're experiencing lack of energy, that means also your water consumption could be low. That's two things that you can look into when you're saying that your water consumption. But I believe the biggest factor regarding if you're drinking enough water is when you're going to the bathroom and you look at the urine that's coming out.
Yes, after bath, yes, I'm drinking. I can drink water. Yes.
Yeah.
After bath procedure.
Correct. So what I'm saying is like when someone asks themselves what makes me think I'm not drinking enough water, I think when they go to the restroom and they look at what's coming out regarding the liquid, if it's pretty clear or if it's a little yellow, that means they are consuming enough water. But if the water looks something anywhere like this, this is honey, by the way.
Oh,
this is honey.
It will be
So
good
what
for
I'm
me.
saying is if anything looks like that regarding the water, the urine, yeah. So that means that they're not getting enough water. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. But as a doctor, again, I will say that there is a category of patients who need to limit water. These are people with heart failure, CHF, renal pathology, a tendency to edema. Many patients with hypertension ask me, should they limit water? And I answer, of course not.
Yeah.
If the kidneys are functioning normally, relatively, then they need to drink at least 1.2 liters of water, or even more, to reduce the risk of blood stagnation, to clean the vessels, and there should be as little sodium in the diet of hypertensive patients as possible. Its excess leads to retention in the body, which contributes to increased pressure in the vessels, and eventually the daily fluid intake for patients with hypertension is 1.2 liters per day. It will be excellent for hypertension patients, but in normal condition, of course, not less than 1.5 liters.
Correct.
And even more, 2 liters maybe during intense work like I have, for example.
Correct.
For me.
Yes, I do agree with you on that.
I guess it will be balanced index for me, 2 liters of water.
Correct.
Optimal for me.
That's a very good question they bring up for you regarding the water consumption because of their issues regarding their ailments. But I do recommend, like you said, if they are not drinking enough, at least like what you said, maybe 2 of these a day would be.
Yes, 2 maybe.
Yeah. or even a little bit more, maybe, right?
Tea, 5, 6 cups of tea, and 2 a little bottle of water. Correct. I mean, it's not bad for me.
I think it's
About
really
dry mouth.
possible for anyone to drink even, maybe 2 bottles of those a day. And that's, even with someone with an issue regarding the renal pathology or kidney diseases and all that category, and high blood pressure, diabetes as well. Those, I believe that the water consumption should be definitely up to the par where it's recommended. Men on an average should be drinking 124 ounces, which I think is 3.6 liters of water a day, and then women should be drinking 92 ounces, which is about 2.7 liters of water a day. And in your region, they go by liters, right?
Yes, by liters.
Yes. Yeah. So I would say that is the
What about
ideal water
your
consumption. What was that?
in your area?
Well, I
It's
would
very
say in your region,
next to me, Jay, this live. It's just 10,000 kilometers.
Yes, yes.
Very.
Now you were asking about a dry diet.
Yes. About dry diet. Yes,
Yeah.
you might. It's very essential, of course. Question about dry diet. Many bodybuilders can resort to. Many bodybuilders resort to drying. What is your attitude towards this?
Well, dry diet is okay. Let's just categorize it into the religion Islam, where during Ramadan we do a fasting of 1 full month. Regarding dry dieting, it's not the whole 24-hour duration. So it's 12, 13 hours, which is ideal because your body cannot sustain no water consumption for 24 hours without having any ill effects. So that's why we really ideally, when someone in the Islamic faith is fasting, they are actually benefiting their body because they're not dry dieting for all 24 duration. They're dry dieting for 12 hours, 13, which is actually benefiting their body. They're improving their immune system. They're improving their overall health. But if bodybuilders dry dieted, meaning if they're just like sustaining no water consumption for 24 hours, I think what's going on is they're preparing for a contest where they're going to go on stage and they're going to try to show their body, meaning the whole thing. But it's never, ever a good, healthy approach to dry dieting.
Of course, it's terms on people with relatively healthy people without any vessel problems, CVS problems, without hypertension, and like that.
Correct, but what I'm saying is dry dieting, I think if we look at it, is into like intermittent fasting without it being involved for the whole 24 hours. I believe it's very beneficial. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And the last topic, maybe also it's very significant for many people, that not only the quantity of water, but also its quality matters, right?
Correct.
So what kind of water do you drink? Filtered or distilled? Give us some advice.
Honestly, that's really an excellent question. Very excellent. And it's probably another topic probably in the future. Because when you're drinking from some sources like this, the plastic, there's now research that are showing, yes, correct. Or ideally, the glass one. The glass one would be more ideal.
Yes.
The
Thank you.
reason why I say that is because there's been studies about this regarding the microplastics. So if there is no access to water consumption like this, I think ideally if you have some type of filter at home, and if you're boiling your water, if you boil your water first, boil your water and then process it through the filter, that's the most ideal water consumption.
Yes, for my, I don't know, specific, some specific taste it has, boiling water and distilled water. I don't know. I think
well,
that.
water to me, water is going to taste like water. I mean, I know sometimes people can see the taste of water, maybe a little bit different or this or that, but I have noticed that if you're actually boiling the water and then you're actually processing it through the filter, there is really no taste to water. So to me, it tastes normal. That's all I'm saying.
It has different taste, filtered and distilled water, and
non-filtered. Yes, it does. Yes.
Non-distilled and non-filtered to the it's more tasty, I guess. And not only my mind. It's not only my opinion, because it's right. And river water, for example, is more tasty.
Well, river water, absolutely not. But it is flowing, so the water's flowing. So what that's a good idea, you
Very
know?
dangerous, yes. So I
Yeah.
mean, if if we filtered and distilled it, it's for me, it's not tasty, but healthy, of
Yeah.
course.
Yes, definitely healthy, very healthy water. Also, I mean, regarding water consumption,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people don't have time to get the water, or a lot of people don't have time to buy those resources. So I believe what I'm saying is like when you're heating up the water and also you're making the access for filtering, I think that's also a cheaper way to go to drinking water. So that's just my opinion on that. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is the right way to drink water? I mean, in what portion and how many times?
Um, if
How
someone's
many?
working, if someone's working 8 to 10 hours a day, I would say periodically, every hour, maybe like you said, you're drinking your
Mm-hmm.
teacups, like you mentioned, the ones like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I would be consuming maybe two of those every hour to 2 hours a day. I mean, then you're seeing that you're consuming enough water. For me, I always have a big bottle, like the one that I showed you.
Mm-hmm. How many liters? 5 liters
That
water.
that's about 4 liters.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big
Is it
consumption. But I
plastic?
don't drink that.
Is it
I don't
plastic?
drink that in like
Mm-hmm.
8 hours. I drink that in a full 18 to 20 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. So it's possible to drink your water consumption requirements, but you just have to make a little effort in order to do it. So that's what I'm trying to say. So
Yes, yes, I absolutely agree with you. This aspect also. But anyway, glass bottled water tastes better than.
yes, 100%. Yes. But the problem with glass bottled water here in USA is it's
Mhm.
significantly more money than the plastic bottles.
Really?
Oh
I
yes,
thought here thought it's
about the same.
principally not. No, but principally about the same. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I guess that it's principally the same.
Usually, if you go to
Very interesting point. Glass bottle, it's more useful and more healthy for organism, and looks very important. How many quantity of salts, sulfates, hydrocarbonates, chlorides, calcium, magnesium, sodium,
oh
potassium
yes,
is contained, right?
oh yes,
How do you think
definitely. I mean,
that's
a
optimal?
glass water. Ideally, if you can find glass water in your region, yes, definitely, I would be drinking it more often. Here, it's only available. I mean, it is available, of course, for everybody, but you're saving almost 70 to 80% if you're buying water bottle compared to glass water. So that's a big jump, big jump. So that's why I see most people when they're buying water, they're buying it from the plastic instead of the glass here, because it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely much more expensive.
Very
I think
interesting
it's the
information.
I think it's the recycling. I think it's the recycling process here because it's a little bit more cheaper to recycle plastic than glass. I don't know if it is like that in your area. That's why I think it's easier to access water through the plastic than glass. But if I had access to water consumption, I would definitely be using the glass consumption much more than the plastic consumption. Overall, it's healthier for you too because there's no contaminants when you're using glass compared to this.
Mm-hmm. And you may use glass many times, and plastic
Yes,
it's appropriate for
exactly.
that.
No,
It's
no,
all
not at all.
maybe it's
Yeah.
the price and economic interest. Maybe some species economist indexes or parameters concerning cost price. I don't know,
Yeah.
and brand. brand of water. I mean, maybe it's also very important.
Yes,
As it's like,
that's correct.
it's like
Ideally.
Coca-Cola. It's like Coca-Cola. Here, Boston's cola, it's very expensive.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's very expensive by maybe 10 times and even more
Oh,
in front of
yeah.
cola.
Yeah.
Non-Boston.
I would say also bottled water is almost 10 times more expensive than the plastic water here. So that's why I think more people, or actually most people, consume water from the plastic when it's convenient. But if I had a choice and I went to the supermarket and it was the same price of plastic and glass, I would definitely choose the glass 100% over the bottled plastic.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm trying to get out these my new glasses, so I'm just trying to see if they work good.
Very super glass. It's very
Yeah,
super.
they actually work really good.
Yes, and you can see me well now, right? My cheeks. So I'm on diet now, and I can be very angry because I'm on
Oh my
diet.
gosh.
Yes,
You don't need a diet, so that's another
maybe
subject.
our next topic of our broadcast.
Yes,
But
yes, definitely,
diet,
for
kind of
sure.
diet, yes.
So, with the conversation of water, anyone, even if they're saying, I'm not gonna drink any water, I feel I'm fine. At least try to get
Yes,
two of these in your,
I say
at
that
least
I'm
two.
fine. I drink a little water and I'm fine. I don't feel any disturbances concerning dry mouth, concerning headache, dizziness, etc. So for me, it's
Yeah,
optimal quantity of water, which I.
yeah. So
But
that.
I
Go
now I
ahead.
understand that I have to drink more water and more, 6 cups of tea and 2 bottles of water, 1 liter,
Correct.
1 liter of water. The rest it's maybe
So
some juice or tea,
correct.
fruit.
Also, like I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast, when you're going to the restroom and you're urinating, and if your liquid is pretty clear or it's a little bit yellow, then that
Mm-hmm.
means that's a good indication you're consuming very good water. But again, if it's really really dark, then something's going on besides that. So meaning that I don't think you're drinking enough water. So that's just my take on water consumption, but I believe that everybody should be consuming, in my opinion, at least 3 liters of water a day for men and at least 2.7 liters of water for women.
Mm-hmm. No, you
So
are.
water, also
Well,
water does help you. Water does help you suppress your hungry appetite for some
yes.
people. So if some people consume more water, that means they don't have to, they're not as hungry throughout the whole day. So that's also, a factor with water. Plus, if an athlete is at the gym and they're working out and they're not drinking water, I've done that before where I forgot my water bottle. I feel like I don't have the energy for the whole duration of the gym workout. So when I am consuming water, I feel like I actually have the energy and I feel the energy to even continue more for activities like sport. So to
Mm-hmm.
me, that's a clear indication that water is significant for the body. Because when I'm at the gym and I forget my water bottle, then my gym is a shorter workout. So I know for a fact that water
Okay.
is very, very helpful for everybody. Just by those little, examples.
So yes, it's a very important point to find out optimal balance between exercises and water consumption.
Yes.
Regime of balance between regime of exercises and maybe it will be our next topic of our next
Yes.
broadcast. For today, it's I think it's enough information concerning water for our patients, for another people who maybe lead to healthy lifestyle and appropriate lifestyle, who want to find out how to drink water properly. without damages of their organism. And thank you for this very interesting information.
Yeah. Thank you for this short broadcast. I think the next time we should actually dive into the topic of sugar. That's a big topic for me. I mean, I believe it's a very important topic to go over, and other factors as well.
And yes, it's a very important topic. Yes, I will announce further this topic also. So thank you very much. I know you are busiest now.
Thank you.
And
thank you for sharing this information with me. I appreciate it.
Day, for you in morning, for us already later evening. So have a productive and significant and healthy and super day. So thank you again.
And thank you, and have a good evening.
See you later. Until the next time.
Take care. Thank you so much.
Please, our patients and our listeners, please watch the color of your urine and drink plenty of water and do exercise. And we will continue this topic next time concerning sugar consumption, concerning healthy lifestyle. Goodbye. And a little, a few words in Russian. Я буду переводить в следующий раз наши эфиры. Сегодня он был очень короток, потому что Джей у нас очень занятой, как я сказала, самый занятой мужчина в мире. Поэтому в следующий раз я уже обязательно с переводом. Просто это бы заняло много времени. So I explained them why I didn't translate in Russian, because I told them that I will translate, but for another time I will do it. Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, Osma, insertion, Osma.
Good luck. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Take care.